Assalamu alaikum everyone, Ajmal Khan from GrowthZone with next topic of big answers. Today I'm going to discuss about consciousness. It's another open-ended question so far, and many scientists have been discussing about it, and there are so many YouTube videos and discussions where panels are trying to find out what is consciousness, how does it impact us individually and collectively and the universe itself, and what are the components, what is it made of, where does it exist, does it exist inside the human body, or does it exist somewhere outside of the human body? All sort of questions are still open-ended. There is a YouTube channel with the name of Closer to Truth, and it's owned by and run by Robert Lawrence Kuhn, and for last 25-30 years his main area of research is about human consciousness. Watching those so many videos on YouTube and reading those discussions over the net, let me explain the question first, and then I'll try to start the answer of what is consciousness. Okay. Scientists start, Robert Lawrence Kuhn start the question as we are conscious, or we are conscious being. We know ourselves, we know the universe, we know our inside, we know our outside, we know ourselves as subject, we know everything else as an object. And based on that, when they enter into the area of quantum mechanics and quantum physics, in recent years time, they are coming to a conclusion or assessment that because we as a human, we are the conscious being, and for a wave particle to behave like a particle, some observers need to be there. And because these researchers cannot think of anything else as an observer, so they are starting to believe it is our conscious which is manifesting this whole universe into existence, and our conscious initiated the existence of this universe right from the start. Okay, this is a confusing question. There is an overlapping of the scenario, of the understanding, of the observation, assessment, and it has taken a wrong turn. In my earlier videos, when I talked about the paradox of observer for the quantum universe, I emphasized that our consciousness of human beings as a collective, as a species, is not as old as the existence of the universe, even the earth, whereas things have been existing before humans as a species, or even the previous species of hominids came into existence. So it is not our conscious which is manifesting this whole universe to be in existence. So first point to realize is there are two distinct consciousness in discussion here in the question. A consciousness of a being which caused this whole universe to come into existence right from the start, and that being must have been existing before the idea of this whole universe arose to become as a physical reality. So that's a separate divine consciousness and a separate area of discussion and separate area of understanding and research. Whereas, let's come back to the area of discussion for today's topic is human consciousness. Human consciousness, when we say the term, let's analyze what is the common understanding and what are the common manifestations or area of comprehension of this concept. Human consciousness has a very basic understanding of myself as a subject, intelligent being. With I use the term of I for myself. Then I become the subject, and things around me, my glasses, my dress, my camera, phone, car, house, place I live, things I use, is everything out of myself. So they all are objects. And based on observation, experimentation, we know there is a relationship of cause and effect between and among everything. And it can be one to many relationship, many to many relationship, and mm, incomprehensible number of interconnected synopses of cause and effect exist. So first point of human consciousness is the self-identification as a being with intelligence, with understanding of myself, being in existence, being alive, being awake, being understanding, able to analyze, think, ponder upon, all those sort of things. Then this whole universe come into existence for us, that it is already there, and we start interacting with this. So remember, human consciousness is not causing this universe to exist or come into existence. Fine. Human consciousness is to deal with the understanding of humans as ourselves and everything else around us, and we interact with them, and those objects, other beings, interact with us under the relationship of cause and effect. So once this categorization of consciousness is clear and self-identification has been understood, then the next step should be self-realization, that if it is our consciousness, it is my body, then who am I who is claiming this body to be mine? Am I just this living body, or I am something more? Because who is the entity which is claiming this body to be mine? Another component of human beings which is commonly discussed is the soul. Some people understand that concept clearly, some understand wrongly, some understand to be it slightly correctly. But is my soul claiming this body to be mine? Then I'm using the phrase is my soul. It's a philosophical discussion. Try to stay with me. So who am I who is claiming that soul to belong to me? But anyway, so that's the concept of self-identification and self-realization, that we human beings, if we try and we want to understand our consciousness, we need to understand first ourselves correctly. What is a human being? So once we know what is a human being, then we can start the analysis process of understanding the human mind. I'm not talking about the brain. Then we can start the analysis process, and based on that analysis we could come up with some experimentation to understand human mind and then human consciousness, because human consciousness would be a product of human mind, and human mind is a philosophical, you can say, or a metaphysical product of human beings. We'll continue our discussion to this core question, what is a human being, so that we can start our journey towards understanding the consciousness, or correctly, human consciousness. Stay tuned, keep thinking, keep smiling. Ajmal Khan from GrowthZone. If you found the discussion interesting, please like, comment and share it. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.